Hi there! Well, good day and welcome home to Blenholme for episode 23 of our Cities Skylines build. As promised at the end of our last episode, today we will start by working on our university. So let's get a look at our new assets that we unlocked at the end of last episode. So one of them was the outdoor study. Definitely gonna use that. And we have a gymnasium, a cafeteria, and a trade school fountain. So I first want to start with the cafeteria. And that's gonna require me drawing in some pathways first. So let's draw out for... let's turn off our road guidelines. And let's draw out for this amount of tiles. I think it's 3. Should be about fine. And then draw it out for a bit more. I think 10 is good for now. And then I want our cafeteria to be sitting on this corner, overlooking the area downhill over there. Maybe even being used by some high school students. It would be nice, right? So now we are going to do our trade school fountain, because that's also a fairly important part of our area. And I immediately go into the wrong tab, because of course, twice. Good morning, me. And I'm going to try to center it. And I think I might as well properly measure it out. So that's 17 tiles. There's no right way to make half of that, but I think if I latch it onto this pathway, it will look quite alright. Maybe I should have gone one deeper, but we'll see. No, I think that's should be okay. Let's go back and put in our pathways. Yeah, okay, so those won't do. Let's try to get them as close as possible to the asset. And maybe let's have some guidelines for the last one. So we can put it in at a straight angle over here. Now this is slightly off center, and that's actually bothering me quite a bit, so we're going to delete this entire area. So this was 4, we're gonna need 5 without the guidelines. And let's have another attempt at placing our fountain. So let's get it in the center. Now, does it actually center with these pathways as well? I guess it does. So let's connect everything in here as well, or at least the straight ones. Oh no, let's just connect them all, so everyone can easily get to the central plaza with the nice fountain from their doors. And we'll probably decorate it up later on. So where would we want our outdoor study? Probably somewhere nearby as well. I'm thinking the other side of this tram stop would be a nice spot to hang out and do studying. So let's draw out a flat surface for that. Right over here. Doesn't have to be that large, I think. Our area does extend. And let's turn off those pesky guidelines. And just draw the pathway like this. And let's see if our study is going to be nice like this. I do think that looks quite good. I like how by accident this actually connects to the pathway at both entrances. I do not like how this still needs water. So let's get it under the pathway to the water tower, and that should help. It does. Now our gymnasium is left, and I think that should be somewhere around here near the main building. And I wonder how it would look over here. So let's check this corner first. It seems to fit. It doesn't fit. What am I talking about? And of course it's not in our trade school district. So we're going to extend that with a small brush, so we don't accidentally erase part of the industry area needed for farming. And now let's try and get the gymnasium on this corner. Yeah, that works for me. That's all of them for now. So now let's go to our Green Cities residential area, because there's quite a lot to do over there as well. I mean, it's still quite small this way. So let's go and check what the middle of this street is. I guess it's around here. So let's get our parking lot drive. And I think it was this node. So let's make sure we have 4 tiles in between, and then grab our border road and we're going to draw it in like this. And then back in here. So our zoning is slightly offset, which I guess it could work. I don't mind actually. Let's get our growable assets in and see how it looks. So there'll be 5 in here and 5 in here. And the same on the other side, only then without the offset. I think that looks quite nice. Now we can also get in here with some anarchy and get some parking lots in there. Maybe let's first connect a fill road through the middle. And then throw a big one either side. And we can continue the neighborhood on the other side of it at a later point. So let's get anarchy out of the way. And go to our industrial area, because we have some things to fill out over there as well. There's this empty area over here. And I think I figured out what to do with it. So let's grab an industrial road and draw it out for as few as possible tiles over here. And then leave 4 tiles between this one and the road maintenance depot. And now we can go to our small office building, I think it is. Yes. This one. And we're gonna place it right over here. I think that looks quite alright with these two next to each other. Not fronted to this main street over here, but a quite significant building next to the road nevertheless. A bit of a pathway to get there from the metro stop and tram stop as well, should be nice. And let's also get a 3-lane asymmetrical. And we're gonna draw it out, or draw it into the square about like this. And then we're going back to the industrial road, connecting it like this. And for the disaster response unit, I want to draw out a nice big 4-lane, which the game of course won't let me. What if I anarchy it in? Then it will let me. It's a bit of cheating, but I don't think I mind. they don't really interfere with each other anyway. So now I think I want to fill the top side out with some offices, and there's some 3x2 offices that I really like for this bit. So let's make sure I only have the 2 deep ones. So if I place this one to the outer road and this one to the main road, it looks a bit like it's one building. And if we go to our 2x2 assets, I think these look pretty nice next to each other. And they leave a bit of room to connect the pathway through. And we can fill out the other side for continuity as well. Now let's get that pathway in. And probably one through this area as well. Yeah, that looks way better. And now it's time for some decoration. Way better. I also want to create a bit more of a sense of visual continuity on the other side of the industry area, near our metro stop. There's this big gap in the neighborhood, and I don't really think I like it. I mean, what's to like about it, right? So let's first get in a pathway. Yeah, another one to the parking lot won't hurt. And now we're gonna specifically zone up this one. And these are gonna be some 4x4s. Also with a pathway behind. I think I want my road length for this as well, so I can bring it around the metro station. All the way around to over here. This will also give a nice border. And I think it will make the area look just that little bit better. Not that we're getting anywhere near finishing it now, but baby steps, baby steps. So I also want to do a bit more about our cycling infrastructure. It kinda just ends over here, or does it? No, the road has a painted bicycle gutter as well. And then it just ends over here. Okay, maybe we should be able to work with this. So let's take out our bicycle path gutter road and upgrade this entire stretch and turn right over here. Follow a bit of the park. And then at this crossing we will take it off street. And there I thought it would fit between. Maybe if I take off some snappings. Or if I turn on a little bit of cheating. As it will not actually interfere with any of our roads. And we can extend it later on the other side. And let's get a bit of a picnic area in here. So let's see that we get some hedges. Did I just destroy a building? Why is something spawning in here? Okay, so let's make sure it's the same building we're using over here anyway then. And that's not gonna turn into much of anything anymore, it seems. So let's get some flower beds in here then. Just so the people around here have something to look at. Maybe a lost little oak. I mean, the transition from park to the rest of the area would be quite harsh otherwise. It does look good this way. Alright, so now let's get some pedestrian pathways through here as well. One, two over here so people can get to the tram a bit easier. And I think we should connect the other neighborhood to it as well. And to the zebra crossing over here should be nice. I think the people will like it. And resort to taking public transport a little more often, so traffic goes down a little as well. And let's see if we actually have a stop over here. We might not have. Maybe we do. But I don't think I see one, so yeah, we should get one in here, right? So let's put those before the exit. And it seems we still have a traffic light over here, which is, of course, totally unnecessary. this will flow a lot better. Now let's get over to Brawl. Because we have, well, a lot of empty space over here. And that might even be an understatement. So let's start by pulling some pathways through here. So our pedestrians actually have a way to get everywhere. And let's connect this one in here. Now I think I want this one to go up until right over here. And then connect like this. It doesn't connect, unfortunate. So let's get it as close as possible. This time it does connect. That's already starting to look a bit better. Yeah, let's also get a pathway through here. And I think that's it for now. So let's go to our ploppables or growables and get some 2x2s first. So I think I want a karaoke bar. Well, 2 of those over here. And maybe a comedy club on this corner and another high restaurant on this one. I think this looks alright. Now some 1x1 assets. Just a bunch of these along this street. Looking out over the water, I think this will be quite valuable. And it looks quite nice as well. And for this corner I have different plans. So let's go to our 3x4 assets, which are just 2. And this one is the nightclub. Well, our leisure area could use one. And I think it looks quite good on this corner. It does fill out the block nicely. And now I think we can also have some amusement park assets in here. I do want a game booth, maybe 2. So let's check if we can get 2 in here. Well, we probably could, if I actually had extended our park area. So, let's get our park area over here and drag it up until this empty space in here. And then have another go at placing those gaming corners. And I think this looks pretty great. Yeah, that was a lengthy detailing session. I hope you liked it. It was at least we got a lot done. So now I think I want another piece of this neighborhood to be finished. And for that we're first going to have to extend our parking lot roads and stuff. And of course I clicked the wrong menu first. What's new, right? And we're gonna need some snapping. Angle and road length should be fine. So let's extend this until the end over here. Don't know why the people are unhappy, they're actually getting some parking spaces. Across the street? You'd say they'd be happy about that, right? Although they have enough parking space nearby, maybe they're like, yeah, we don't need this. We can just walk everywhere. Which, to be fair, you probably could. I mean, it's a pretty big city, but public transport is quite decent, as are our cycling and pedestrian facilities. So now that's been built, we can remove our anarchy for now. And I think I want to extend this drive road for 3 tiles to over here. And let's see if we draw out by 5. How far we can get with turning this into a part of the neighborhood as well. And I don't think this will actually work. Nope, this won't. I couldn't build any houses in here. And I'm putting a lot of trees under the road anyway, which is also not really great. So let's get those out of the way first. We can also always place our own trees in the neighborhood later on. And this way we can see what we're doing a bit easier as well. So what's gonna be the new strategy? Let's take some road guidelines for now. And I think I'm gonna snap to this one. And let's see what we can do with this. So let's pull our drive into here. Convert this piece into a drive road as well. Maybe this too. And let's see what will happen if I turn this into an outer border. Wait, let's start over here. And then pull it in here. So our curb is on the right side, right off the bat. And let's convert this into drive road as well. And maybe add another fill street through here. I wonder why this is being difficult. Let's see. Yeah, this looks better, this looks better. Back on with our anarchy. And let's get some parking lots in here. This will suffice for now. We'll also need water, of course. Although, it seems like this bit is supplied. Let's see if we have some 2x1 zonings. I haven't checked at all. No? Okay. So, 2x2s. And then 2 of the second tier back to back. I guess this complex looks quite decent as well. At least I like the look of it. I hope you do as well. And we probably want to connect this in with a parking lot drive road as well. And we definitely do not need anarchy for that. So now there's at least some extra possibilities for heading into this neighborhood. And even more spaces for people to inhabit. And I think I want to place some fencing along the main road over here. And let's remove our snapping again. So we can properly put it alongside the road over here. And this gives us our zoning tiles next to this street over here, which will give us some room for extra 1x2 buildings. And let's go for the smaller ones again for this corner of the neighborhood. Maybe let's get these two out. Oh wait, I only had to remove the second one. Because I want a little pathway to flow through here. And I'll pause the game for a little bit, so I can put our fence back where it belongs. Think this looks about right. Let's play the game again. Zone this bit up. And see how it turns out. I guess a lot of people will move in here. And it adds to the visual continuity of this town because yeah, there's a lot less green space separating neighborhoods now. Now the last thing I want to get done today is a bit of nature reserve expansion. We haven't touched it in quite a while. And I see some buildings actually need repairing as well. So let's do that first. Or repairing, rebuilding. Apparently a big ass fire came through and destroyed a lot of what we had in here. Which is of course unfortunate, but easily fixed. So what I wanted to do was make a bit of a crossing with a bridge over this road. So let's first go to our terrain heights. And let's see where we are going to cross. I think this might be a nice area, or a nice place to do so. So we're going to have to terraform out a bit of a flat surface first. And grab ourselves a dirt road. And we're gonna turn our angle snapping on. Now that's in, I'm gonna make us another flat surface around here. And let's leave ourselves enough space to make a decent turn. And then create a nice slope to flow our road up. And I hope this will turn out nice. So that's the first area. And I think it's not too steep. And not at all actually. And then I think I'm gonna go up here. And terraform out this as the landing area. A bit higher, and it does seem quite sensible. Now I'm gonna take road length as well as angle. And let's just draw it out like this, a dead-end street. And let's get ourselves a nature reserve side gate. Of course we'll need to extend our park area. Which is eventually gonna get even bigger. We're gonna have another exit over at Brent over there. But that's not for today. So now we can place the gate. And let's make sure it sits at the end of the street. I think that looks best. And let's first make a bit of a steeper slope over here. So we can draw this pathway up to here. And I think we can get across the road in one go. And maybe I want a different kind of pathway for this. I'm guessing a zoo path, because it gives us some pretty nice textures for bridges. And if we land it over here on the other side, let's see. It seems quite level. No steep hills or anything. Just a bridge across the highway. And then we can continue the nature reserve path. Just wind it through the forest a bit. And we're gonna end it right over here. At our shelter, I think it is. Oh no, at the hunting cabin. So now people actually have another way to get to the hunting cabin. And people from Brent can actually drive to the nature reserve a little bit easier. In the future they'll get their own exit, so this one might not actually be utilized as much, but I like it anyway. Let's also make sure our slopes are as smooth as possible around here. We do not want it to look too blasted. And this just looks like a nice bridgehead now. Yeah, I think I like this. And as the sun sets and the residents return to their beds or to the new nightlife facilities, let me say goodbye to you and wish you a really good rest of your day. Thank you all for watching and see you soon for the next episode of Blenholme.